let's talk about a topic that comes up a lot this time of year, especially with the holidays and the sunlight being shorter and all of that. So, I want to talk about using oils for when you're feeling down, when you're maybe feeling a little depressed, when you're feeling sad, and what can you do to elevate your mood on a daily basis. Now, this is something that I use oils for a ton. Um, I have a long history of like struggling on and off, especially with postpartum depression. So I've had to play with these natural tools to really find what works best for me. So get out a pen and paper and write down all of these options that can be a really great support for you during this time. So, the first thing I want to mention is supplementing. May not be something that you might generally think of when it comes to mood. However, when we are not getting what we need in our diet, supplementing is huge because actually most of our serotonin receptors are in our gut, and serotonin is one of the big neurotransmitters that controls sadness and depression. And so when serotonin is off, we don't feel great, right? So having the proper supplements on a daily basis can really give us that foundational support that our body needs to function optimally. So I use doTERRA's Lifelong Vitality Pack. They are three different types of supplements bundled together that cover your fatty acids, your vitamin and minerals, your energy cofactors, all of those things, cellular support, and they're all in bioavailable food form. So not synthetic, they're made from food products. So that really, I can notice a huge difference in my mood if I don't take those. The second thing you want to look at is actually a probiotic. So again, I use doTERRA's PB Assist. That's their pro and prebiotic. It is fantastic. It doesn't have to be refrigerated, so I love that. But using a really strong probiotic gives you that gut support because your gut is directly linked to your mood, directly. So a few other things that you can bring in to support your mood. Now, I am a licensed marriage and family therapist, so I am really big on if you're really struggling to seek support, whether that's from a psychiatrist, if you are, doing really poorly, or a therapist. You have somebody to talk to work through some of these things that you're going through. And oftentimes, incorporating that with this natural support can really bring you back to a place where you're feeling like yourself again. So a few other things that I utilize on a daily basis. There's three oils that I really love for when you're feeling down. And I recommend taking a drop of each, 1 or 2 drops of each in a capsule every single day or under your tongue if you prefer the taste. So the first one is frankincense. Frankincense is huge for mood, huge. And just 1 drop under the tongue daily can make a huge difference. The second one is actually turmeric. Studies have shown that turmeric is really great for when you're feeling down or sad, depressed feelings, those kinds of things. The third one is actually Melissa. Melissa is a very powerful oil for the mood that we don't often think of, but it can make a huge difference. And when people have used it consistently, they've seen big results. So those are the 3 that I really try to take daily internally to really give my body that support. The other thing that I add in is one of our newer products. It's called Adaptive. And I take 1 of these a day. On bad days, I actually take 2, but normally I just take 1. What Adaptive is a natural supplement filled with both essential oils that have been studied for how well they do for the mood. So everything that was added into this really had a lot of thought put into it as far as what helps manage mood best that's natural. So it has things like lavender, coriander, wild orange, and fennel oils. And It has GABA in it, has a natural form of GABA. GABA is also a neurotransmitter in our brain, and it's considered more of the brakes of the brain. So sometimes when we are feeling down, our thoughts are kind of scattered and out of control. And so this can really help bring us back to where we can sleep, we can focus, and those kinds of things. It also has a natural form of one of the most powerful fatty acids in it, because we know that fatty acids, omegas, are really, really good for brain support. So the more that we can implement that, the better that we're going to feel. So that's another thing that I implement. And then you also want to be applying oils throughout the day that help you feel uplifted, or diffusing them next to you. So a few that I love, Elevation is one blend that I absolutely, absolutely love. Actually, everyone in my family loves Elevation. It's really a blend of citrus oils, and it is incredibly uplifting. We diffuse this all the time in our home just to kind of set the mood, set the tone. Also a really great one that you can put on your wrists and breathe throughout the day and that kind of thing. Another one I want to mention is Balance. Balance is just a very calming, grounding option, and it can be just really, really good for supporting your mood, bringing you back to baseline, and helping you kind of connect more with yourself instead of kind of spinning out of control, if that makes sense. So I love to apply this to the back of my neck, to my chest, over my heart, that kind of thing. Another one is our Adaptive Blend. The Adaptive Blend is different than the supplement. It's just a blend of different oils, actually, that have been shown to be great for both uplifting and calming the mood. So things like magnolia and copaiba and lavender and sweet gum and wild orange and those kinds of oils all mixed together. And again, I apply the same places: over my heart, back of my neck, on my wrists, so that I can easily smell it throughout the day, and you can also diffuse it. And then the other thing I want to mention is any sort of citrus oil is going to be incredibly uplifting. So you're going to want to diffuse citrus during the day. If you're having a harder day, make sure it's next to you so you're getting that aromatic benefit. And then maybe add a drop or two to your water. Tangerine is actually a really, really good one when it comes to mood support, especially when we have those darker feelings, we're feeling sad, down, that kind of thing. The other thing that I love is when I add some citrus oils to my water, it also gives me a little bit of an energy boost. And you know that when you're having those days where you're just not feeling like yourself, you drag, and it's hard to focus and it's hard to get motivated. And so it's really, really great that those oils not only help uplift your mood, but can really help give you that little bit of energy as well. So adding some citrus oils to your water, to the diffuser throughout the day. And what I like to remember for mood is, if you're diffusing something and it's not, diffusing something is going to give you the quickest response through your nasal cavity. It's going to give you that boost right away. But sometimes it's not enough. So what I like to do when I'm having a really off day is have something diffusing, put something on my body, like Balance or Adaptive or a citrus oil. Just remember they're photosensitive, so you want to avoid the sun. And then also using something internally. So I like to approach it in 3 different ways so that my body is getting support in every way that it can, and it kind of amplifies everything that you're doing. So the other thing you want to remember when you're using oils for mood is that while using them aromatically can have a really great immediate effect, if you want to make some more changes in your body, maybe touch on what might be causing that, whether it's inflammation or your neurotransmitters are off, that kind of thing, you're going to want to be doing the supplements, the probiotics, the adaptive that I talked about, and you're going to want to be using them consistently and daily. So just like our body needs food every day, our body needs things like that to help balance it out or nourish parts of it that might be depleted in some way. So those are some of my favorite things to use. There are so many great mood oils. You can totally choose whichever ones you are most drawn to. And what I love about doTERRA oils is that they actually work. I have tried so many other oils that did absolutely nothing for me because what we know now is that the oil industry is not regulated. So often there's some bad oils out there that have very little therapeutic benefit, that have chemicals added or have been adulterated or diluted in some way. And so you're really just either wasting your money by using them, or not having any effect whatsoever, or even a reaction to your body because they are not pure. So what I love is that doTERRA really backs these oils with science and testing, more testing than any other company, and they source from the native location, partnering with the farmers. And our oils are 98% exclusive, so you won't find these oils anywhere else in the way that they are sourced, in the way that they are tested, things like that. So I love that I found something that really supports my body during these times. And I don't have to seek a greater intervention often because I'm able to manage a lot of things that come up in my home. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, put them below. If you don't yet have oils and you're ready to jump in, please reach out. You can join me no matter where you live and get access to all of my online education and promotions. So just shoot me a message and I can definitely help you figure out where to get started with oils and what might work for you. Or you can email me at kaylamonson@live.com and I would be happy to help you out.